The richest man drives a Rolls-Royce every day to deliver food, just to experience life. But that day, while delivering food, he accidentally saw the customer coming out of the bathroom. He was immediately treated like a pervert and got kicked out by the security guards. No matter how the man explained, the security guards wouldn't believe him. Some of them even wanted to get physical. Luckily, the rich man's son showed up in time and stopped everyone. So the security guards told the young master what had just happened, bluntly saying the man was a creep peeking at a woman in the shower. After learning the whole story, the young master looked helpless. He had no choice but to use his connections to get his father out of trouble. After the security guards left, the son started scolding his father right away. Not only did he peek at someone showering, he was even secretly delivering food behind his back. He was embarrassing him everywhere he went. The man was just about to explain, but his son cut him off, saying he had company matters to handle, then left. He also told his father to hurry home, but the man didn't listen to his son. He continued working as a delivery guy, but on this day, while delivering again, he accidentally ran into the same woman he saw in the shower. It turned out the woman was the CEO of a company. Now her company was facing an unprecedented financial crisis to the point where bankruptcy was near. After learning the situation, the man wanted to make up for his mistake. He immediately apologized to the woman for that day. He even offered to help solve the company's problems. But as soon as he said that, the woman laughed at him. She thought a food delivery guy couldn't possibly solve such problems. Seeing that she didn't believe him, the man didn't bother to explain too much. He just walked over to the company model display and listed all the solutions to their problems. But the company executives weren't happy. They said the investments in these industries reached $1.5 billion, so it's impossible to just switch strategies overnight. But they had no other choice at this point. Reluctantly, the woman decided to follow the man's suggestion. Soon, after the tech team made adjustments, the previously falling stock started rising rapidly. Everyone was thrilled by what they saw. It wasn't until then that the woman realized this man wasn't just anyone. So she chased after the man who had already left and asked how someone delivering food could solve such a crisis. The man thought she was looking down on delivery workers. The woman quickly explained that she didn't mean it that way. To show her gratitude, she invited the man to dinner that night, but he turned her down because he was busy delivering food and had no time for dinner. The woman was shocked to hear that. A delivery guy dared to turn down a company chairwoman? So she asked him how much he made delivering food in a day. When she heard he made around $200 a day, she immediately offered him $20,000 to buy one evening of his time to accompany her. It turned out her girlfriends were forcing her to go on a blind date, so she came up with this idea to have the man pretend to be her boyfriend. Unexpectedly, the man agreed without hesitation and left with the money she gave him. Soon, the woman told her girlfriends that she had found a boyfriend. Her girlfriends were shocked when they heard it. When they found out the guy was only good-looking and nothing else, they assumed she was just trying to brush them off and deliberately found a man to put on an act. Before the woman could explain, the man arrived, still in his delivery uniform. Seeing this, the woman scolded him for not even changing clothes. But since there wasn't enough time, she introduced him to her girlfriends. When they learned he was a food delivery guy, the girlfriends mocked him with amused looks, saying he was way too old enough to be their dad. The moment they said that, the man smiled. He then explained that even though he delivered food and didn't earn much, he still owned some assets abroad. But no one believed what he said. Even the woman advised him not to lie. She said he should just be honest about his income, but the man refused to explain further. Seeing this, the girlfriends felt the man was just a loser. They immediately wanted to introduce someone else to the woman. Hearing that, the woman got angry right away. She immediately told her girlfriends to apologize to the man. But both of them refused to apologize. Left with no choice, the woman told them how the man had helped her, and how he turned her company around from crisis to stability. But no matter how she explained, her girlfriends just wouldn't believe it. They thought it was just a coincidence. No matter how much they questioned the man, the woman didn't feel like she owed him a favor. Besides, he was now her boyfriend. She wouldn't allow her friends to mock him. But her girlfriends didn't take it seriously. They bluntly said they were introducing a company's deputy general manager, someone way more qualified than the man. When the man heard the deputy GM's name from them, He realized the guy worked at his son's company, so he blurted out that the CEO of that company was his son. But the woman didn't believe him. She told him to stop bragging. Just as the man was about to explain, he received a phone call from his son. Then he told everyone that his son would be coming shortly. But right after he said that, the woman's girlfriends burst out laughing, but the man stood firm, insisting the CEO was his son. But just as he finished saying that, the deputy GM they were introducing arrived. When he heard what the man said, he immediately replied that the company's boss was a billionaire CEO who couldn't possibly have a delivery guy for a dad. After hearing that, the girlfriends thought the man was a fraud. They immediately splashed a glass of water on him. Even the woman felt the man had gone too far with his bragging. She only got him to play a part in a charade. She never thought he'd lie in front of everyone like that. When the man still wouldn't admit he was lying, the deputy GM threatened him, saying he had 30 seconds to get out of his sight, or else he'd find someone to teach him a lesson. Seeing that no one believed him, the man decided to leave, but he was stopped by the deputy GM. He bluntly said the man couldn't leave without his permission. He even told the man to crawl under his legs if he wanted to leave. Upon hearing that, the man immediately said his son would be here soon, and it would be the deputy GM who'd be embarrassed then. But the deputy GM said if this man was really the CEO's father, then he must be the CEO's grandfather. But right after he said that, someone kicked him to the ground.